All right, good morning, guys. We're here with Victor on his blue water. And what are we doing today, Vic? We're pulling some bullets around?
Something I love doing. If you guys look over here, we got some tuna tubes in the live well. And you know what? We're gonna just run with Elliot's intro. It's my good buddy Elliot right here, owner of Bait Strips. Dennis behind the camera. It's Thanksgiving week, so I want to wish you guys all a happy Thanksgiving. If you guys are seeing this, it's already after, but we got some sabikis. Just these little quills that look like plankton or little bait fish. We're gonna be trolling them around this wreck, trying to catch these little bullet bonitas, which we're gonna use for a couple different things. Grouper, hopefully a wahoo. I've never caught a wahoo on a bullet bonita. I know plenty of people do out here. Oh, he got it! Oh, he crushed it. There he is! But you got a shot at sailfish, kingfish, African pompano, amberjacks, a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna try to load up on these guys. Gonna put the boat in gear, have one on the planer, one up top, and then a little crappie jig right here. All three very good presentations to try to catch these bullets, put them in the tubes and start trolling them away. So we've just been going from wreck to wreck, and with the 3 rods spread, looks like we got our first set of bullet bonita on. We got one little one. All right, that is a sexy little bait. So we're gonna go in. Now the reason you gotta put them in there, these aren't like a regular bait fish. They need to be super calm and controlled. You'd have to have a really, really big well for them to swim in circles. No angles or anything. Almost everyone always puts them in tubes because water, there's a pump on the bottom of every single one of those tubes and it's constantly flowing and they have nowhere to swim but down, so they just get in a tranquil state. These tubes will fit 2 or 3 of those size ones. You could fit a little blackfin in there too. When you can really find the fish, nothing is better than a bullet bonita. When we put them out, you'll see how much vibration they put out. You just can't cover a lot of water. That's why most people out here like to troll for wahoo, because you can cover miles and miles and miles. But way more fun, and you get a lot bigger fish when you do it like this. They're pretty fragile, so you really don't want to mess them up or keep them out of the water too long. So right back in they go to the tube. Will you open the well, Dennis? Somebody. Oh, another one on a standstill boat. One in gear. Oh, they're biting now. The goal is to fill up all the tubes and then catch 3 more and put them right out and then start trolling.
You want to do hook please for me?
Yeah, I got you.
So see how this one's got a little bit of the hook went through his eye and he's bleeding a little bit. So even that, just a little injury will kill the bait. So we'll save him for dead bait for bottom fishing. And he'll be a great little snack for hopefully a nice grouper.
Whoa! They splash you like crazy. Okay, we're gonna start putting everything away. We got plenty of bait to fish with. So time to put these bad boys out. Very careful, because we got a lot of hooks and a lot of thick. You could really mess yourself up. All right, frisky little baits. So the way I got these rigged, we're gonna do one single hook in the nose right here. And then I have a treble hook branch on each side. Just like that. Just make sure he's nice and streamlined. And the other thing, just like with the tuna tubes, these fish constantly have to be swimming, so you can't drift with these. We're just gonna be going in and out of gear all day. And it's real important to kind of like pay attention to your baits. If you see your line really scoping up, it means that they're not doing good. You can't pull them too fast or they will die. They'll basically drown themselves, but always keeping their head moving forward for them to stay alive. We're gonna do one weighted rod just for something different. So I got this little release clip and a 12-ounce lead attached to it, and all you got to do is we put this directly on the main line, and then when you're reeling it in, someone just unclips it for you as you're fighting your fish. Just something different, get them a little bit deeper. All right, just got our first bite as we were calling someone up and buoying to see if we should run. 144 feet of water. That down rod got real nervous, bent over, and I'm assuming the bonita's probably cut in half right now. But he definitely got bit, huh?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Check him real quick.
Well, this is why we troll 3 rods. Like that one, a lot of times they'll hit it and they won't come back for it, but that's why we still got 2 more. So I'm just gonna keep working our way this way and see if whatever fish hit that notices these 2 rods right here.
Oh yeah, he's missing his rudder.
Let's see it. That looks like a cuda bite, though. Yeah. What do you think, Wahoo expert?
That looks, it's like a cuda or a king to me. I feel like a Wahoo would straight just cut his tail right off. But amazing how he misses that hook. That's right here.
Bait catching sesh number 2. I'm driving while Vic and Elliot handle the rods.
Yeah, I wish he did this more. I love it when you vlog.
Vlogmeister out. They're bit. They're bit. Bait's bit.
Let's just do this all day. This is way more fun than actually catching fish.
Anytime you're catching fish,
That's a good bait. Yeah, got him for bait. Well, that's what happened. My kingfish is hooked in like 3 different places, so he was just spinning the whole way here.
he didn't pull any drag, huh?
Yeah. Literally all 3 hooks in him.
Yeah,
That's
we caught
kind of
fish.
crazy. Look, all 3 hooks, and then the other fish didn't get a single hook in him. I don't get it sometimes.
He's,
Really
like, he's
don't.
like ready to get put back out.
It's actually the perfect size eating kingfish. When there's, I love when they're small like this. You can really see their spots. When they get a little bit bigger, they really start to lose those spots. But this is a little snake king, barely legal size, but we're gonna keep him. Okay, we ran back home towards Hillsboro, still trolling, got some more bonitas, 1 kingfish and 1 bite, and that has been it so far. And talked to a couple buddies who spearfish for Wahoo, and they dove a bunch of wrecks from here to Boynton, and they said it was pretty sparse. Those guys usually see a bunch, and nobody's really seen them today, so I don't think we're gonna do this that much longer. This is not productive. 1 kingfish and 1 bite in 6 hours of trolling.
Say something profound, like
Oh, I got
fishing
nothing.
is never guaranteed.
Of course, fishing is never guaranteed. Oh,
It's a nice catch there, Vic.
that sums up the day right now.
A lot of grass, bad conditions, light current, north wind. Tough conditions for Wahoos, but every day can't be perfect.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Wahoo!
It is, isn't it?
Big f***ing Wahoo. Put the live one on. Put the live one on. The huge Wahoo. He's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat it. Come on. He's gonna eat it right now. Hold on. It's a huge Wahoo.
Oh my god, he's gonna eat it right now. He's gonna eat it right now.
Come on, Elliot. Make it happen.
Cast that live one back there, though. That's so sick. Oh my god, there's a bunch of them.
Really? How deep are we?
140. He's getting fired up on it. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Come on, smoke it. Look at him on top. Look at him on top.
Oh,
Oh, he got it. Oh, he
let him eat
crushed
it.
it. There he is. And we were about to give up.
That was the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. Keep tight on. I want to go forward. That was so sick. I'm in gear, Vic, to keep him tight, all right?
All right. Tell me how we were about to give up.
That's a nice one, too. He's like 40 pounds.
Yeah, I hope this didn't pull. Swimming at me? It pulled. What the heck? Oh, we were about to give up. You saw a couple fish?
Oh my god, yeah, there's a bunch there.
Oh, that was our last live bait.
But a pinfish
Man, we are
on.
unlucky. How does that go? You troll for 6 hours, you're pulling them in, and I was like, what is that? It looks like a sailfish or a wahoo. Put the bait back there, and he was on it instantly.
Yeah, that was
Well, we know what
crazy.
depth they're in now. We got to go catch more bullets.
Can I mark the spot and come
Yeah.
back?
I've never seen a wahoo where I could pitch him a bait like that. That was so cool. That is a wahoo bite. When you see a perfect cut like that, which you guys saw earlier, that jaggedness, that was probably a barracuda. I really, for the life of me, do not know how they can come unglued when there's so many hooks in a bait. But that is why we're crazy and we'll troll for 6 hours for a moment like that. We were about to clear all the lines, saw that wahoo. We had one live bait left, pitched it to him. Somehow the hooks pulled, but we were about to go bottom fish, but I think that ship has sailed. We're gonna try to go inshore, catch some more bullet bonita, and we know what depth they're at, and at least we have kind of a sign of how to be productive. You know, we tried in 300, 200, 100. Elliot marked that spot. That fish is probably not gonna be there, but they're pretty slow cruising fish, so we're just gonna work this area after we get more baits. We still got one more bait out. Hopefully he notices that. I don't know, it's just not our luck. We're starting to get more and more bites, but can't get him to stay on. You think with all these hooks we'd get him glued, but nope. He's definitely gonna be cut in half. If he's a straight cut, we know what it was.
And then it looked like a cuda.
What was that? You don't think?
I did think.
That was it. It's a straight cut.
It was the same kind of blow up as the first one was.
You guys,
The
when
same
these
kind of thing.
when these wahoo hit, it's not like a subtle bite. Like, they use all their momentum and speed and weight, and they just torpedo across the water. And a lot of times that's what happens. That's how they hunt naturally, is they cut their bait in half and then they come back for the scraps. But when they got this to look at, they usually don't come back for the scraps.
I mean, tough seeing that wahoo right behind the boat and having a shot and just pulling the hooks, but that's what keeps you wanting to fish for them. One of the coolest fish in the ocean, definitely my favorite, and one of Victor's.
Oh, it's a sail. See how much the excitement just loses? Here, Elliot, you want to fight?
Absolutely not.
Sailfish on! Woo! That was such a weird bite. Come on. We just talked about how we didn't catch a sailfish all day, and then boom, out of nowhere, sailfish on. Oh, he doesn't know he's hooked. There's some of the strongest fish out here. But we're gonna keep trolling. This is an afterthought. If I have to break him off, we'll break him off. Yeah. Hopefully there's a wahoo with him. He's not even that big either. Isn't it funny how like the excitement just goes down when you know it's a sailfish? For those of you guys who don't know, like, sailfish is an awesome fish to catch, especially if you've never caught one. But for some reason, like, once you've caught a few of them, it's just like the allure's not there. Like, you want to take something home to eat, and most people don't keep sailfish, and this one's far too small to keep. They have a size limit. When you got your mind on a wahoo, that's all you want.
Oh, when you're looking for sailfish.
When you're looking for sailfish, you can't catch them. When you're looking for wahoo, you can't catch them. They look so cool in the water though, it's so dark. Well, here we got the great Atlantic sailing fish. And we're gonna let him go. We're just gonna try to get as many hooks out of him as possible. Put on a fresh rig.
Say some tomfoolery here, as Adam Malusi would say. It's unlucky today. It happens. I think I still got a bait on here, Victor.
Good morning, everybody. It is about a week from the last time you guys saw us. What we're trying to do is not that conventional. Most people out here try to catch them trolling planers or trolling lures or whatever. I really want to catch one on the live bait so bad. So today, still got the tuna tubes out here, but the last time we were here, we talked to some divers and they said there was a bunch of speedos. So we're gonna put a chum bag in the water, give it about 30 minutes, see if they come up. If they don't, we'll go and catch our bonitas. And this is a type of fishery where you gotta commit to what you're doing all day long. And that's what we're gonna do. There is going to be a wahoo in this boat. Bless you. That's staying in. There's gonna be a wahoo in this boat at one point or another. It might be today, it might be tomorrow, but I plan on fishing the next 3 days. So we're gonna put our chum in the water and see what comes to the boat. I did mark bait. I'm not sure if it's speedos or bonitas or what it is, but the chum will tell us soon enough. That is what we want. So these stay a little bit better alive than the bonitas will. They swim a lot faster, they pull a lot harder. If you guys saw the last time we did this, bonitas will die after like an hour or two in the water. They get real sluggish, but speedos, you could pull them all day. Another one. There's no better feeling than getting what you're targeting. You come out here with something in mind and it pans out, no better feeling. Okay, so the challenging part about today, the bait was easy to get. Hopefully the fish are easy to get, but it's just me and Dennis. So gaffing, rigging, everything, just the two of us. But his main job is to film, so we'll see how this goes. He probably followed it all the way in. Man, they are not boat shy, are they? He basically hit the boat.
The sun levels have changed quite a bit since the last time we...
Yeah, we haven't had a bite and it's noon. No bycatch, no sailfish bites, no kingfish bites. Just a whole lot of nothing, just dragging baits across the ocean. And just telling Dennis, in gear, out of gear, in gear, out of gear, Dennis.
Out of gear. Hey, how about these conditions though?
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. You can't ask for more in winter than this. Any day on the ocean where it's flat calm. I know one thing I wanted to say. The reason I like doing things out of the box like this, I want to get good at this fishery. I know that you can catch wahoo on live bait. Maybe not as well in our area, but people do it. And if you want a big one, this is the way you're gonna do it. Sun up to sundown. It is 4:28, and we have had 0 bites. It seems crazy no matter what type of fishery you're in to not even get a single bite all day, especially when you have such good, juicy live baits. You think a sailfish, a kingfish, dolphin, anything would find you, and I think there's fish around. I just don't think they're eating. I think they got lockjaw because of the full moon. You might call me crazy, but we're out here again. The last time you guys saw us, we trolled all day from sun up to basically sundown, doing the exact same thing. This morning bait was really tough to get. We only got 4 bonitas and 2 speedos, but it's gonna happen one day, you know? But spreads out, beautiful ocean. Should get it done today. We'll see. Oh. Come back. Going crazy. Woohoo! He's going nuts, Dennis. Just put out a fresh bonita and sailfish on. Pretty funny, there's a sailfish tournament going on right now. And there's tons of boats around us flying kites, and I'm sure they'd love to have this fish because it is not very sailfish-like weather right now. It's flat, it's clear, it's calm. That boat probably wishes they had this fish. So if this sailfish was of legal size, which this one's not, I'd be stoked because we could grease them and take him home and eat him, but this guy's definitely too small. Man, he's small. See, how come a sailfish can get all the hooks in them and a wahoo can't? Actually, they'll be able to get all the hooks out of them. There he goes. Come on, swim off. There he goes. There he goes on his way to terrorize me another day. Look what happened to our wire from that sailfish. They jump so much and they're crazy acrobatics, so they get spun up in the line and spun up in his bill. So that rig is pretty much toast. Fast forward 3 hours, we went back towards home and just filled up the tubes full of bonitas again. We got some wind. Maybe earlier it was way too calm. It never feels fishy when it's super calm out. Now that you got a little breeze, a little white caps, maybe it'll pick up for us. Going out. Scream and run. Scream and run. That's what we want. Don't tell me you pulled. Are you swimming at me or did you pull? Oh, no, he's swimming at me. Come on, big head cracks. Right in front of the inlet, 105 feet of water. This was on the far bonita. Yeah, I would at least clear the downrigger. The other one's fine. All right, Dennis is gonna clear the rods, help me out real quick. We don't want to lose whatever this is. It's like a nice, fast run, which is what you want. Fighting them with pretty loose drag, you don't want those treble hooks to pull. Staying deep. Yep. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Tough fishing when it's just me. Oh no, I'm in this line. All right, that's big head crack like a wahoo, Dennis. Yoo-hoo! Come on, baby. Let this be the fish we've been searching for. It's doing all the right things. Wahoo usually do some nice big head cracks, screaming runs, change directions a lot, which this fish is doing. Oh yeah, big head cracks, Dennis. Big head cracks. Look at him coming up top. Okay guys, so first run, blistering, exactly what you want. And wahoo, what they do is they really crack their head, they like shake it, and this fish has done exactly that and changed directions a ton of times. I think that's what it is. I know it's not a sailfish because it hasn't jumped, and I don't think it's a cuda because it's fighting a lot harder than a cuda would. But wahoo usually almost always change directions like crazy, which this fish has done. You gotta be super careful because they try to break you off on the motors a lot. So it'll be pretty interesting, just me and Dennis trying to film and gaff. He's gonna put the camera down and we'll see his gaffing skills. Yeah, but it's done some crazy stuff. Like it dove down like 50 feet, then it shot to the surface, just super light drag. Once again, we got those treble hooks. You don't want them to pull. Not a fish you really gotta rush. Dennis is gonna try to clear the rail as much as possible, make things easy for us when it comes to gaffing. Woo!
I hear that.
Yep. You know, this was like right on the edge. There's a nice edge here. You guys can see the water gets a little bit cleaner just outside the bow of the boat. And that's where we were slow trolling along. I'm liking it. I feel good tail beats. Don't think this fish is foul hooked either. Just really taking my time. Denny, is it gonna be it? I got high hopes, man. I got high hopes. Staying deep, just like that. I've only caught one wahoo on live bait out here, and it was on the kite last year, and fish is doing the exact same thing. Just walking with them. It's going with the bow, sorry.
It's really familiar.
Yep. They make you dance, man. They make you go all around the boat. Now he's straight up and down, just pinwheeling. Scoping up top a little bit. I've gotten to experience so many different unique things in my fishing career, but I really, really have a special place in my heart for any big pelagic fish on a spinning reel, whether it's a tuna, Cubera snappers, even though they're not pelagic. There's just something about hearing that drag scream on a spinner that just gets you so hyped. And luckily we can catch them on the spinners because they make some pretty crazy runs, but they'll never spool you. But there's no better feeling than being connected to a big fish on a spinner. Even if this isn't a Wahoo, Dennis, it's big. Oh yeah, this fish is big. This fish is not small.
I think it's long.
I do too. It's doing the textbook Wahoo stuff. I got a report of a really good bite up in Boynton with Wahoo. We were literally a quarter mile away from the inlet. And sometimes you always think the grass is greener on the other side, but sometimes there's plenty of good fish right in front of where you live. I do like that he's staying at the bow though and not messing with the engines. This fish is bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Like that first run was good, but it wasn't what it's doing now. We've been fighting this thing for probably, what, 15 minutes now, Dennis?
Yeah.
Does not want to come up. So we got about 40 feet from this leader.
I see him.
You do?
He's long and dark.
Oh, he's got stripes, baby. He's got stripes. It's a Wahoo.
Look at the guy for there.
Yep, get it. It's big, dude. Just take your time and get the right shot. It's a Wahoo.
Oh boy. A little too soon. Oh my God.
Yeah!
He's barely hooked. He's barely hooked.
Barely hooked?
Yep.
You want to get another gaff in him?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Let's walk him to the back.
That's what we're talking about.
Go, 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 go.
Get a second gaff in him just in
He's
case.
barely hooked.
Huh?
He's barely on there. Not anymore though.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Yeah! Oh, antenna's in the way.
Oh, yes, dude.
And on the third day, he gave us a Wahoo on the third day. Ah, you guys have no idea how much this fish means today to me. I have done this 3 days in a row now, thinking I'm crazy, I'm going mad, whether or not these fish even exist. There it is, Wahoo on a bowl of bonita.
And it's not even a chump.
No, it's a real
not
one.
chump.
So you guys see how he's hooked. One in the top of the head, one in the fin. And I'm not sure where the third hook is, but these fish hit it so fast, and that's why you miss them a lot of the time. They just cut that bait in half. They got these razor sharp teeth, torpedo-like bodies. And that's why we fish the trebs, but light drag. I mean, those hooks are not in there very good. They probably will pull out super easy. So, light drag. That's a solid probably like 40-pound fish right there, 50-pound fish. I'm so stoked. All lit up. Before we talk about it, I'm gonna get some good photos of them because they're so beautiful when you first catch them. We gotta get some photos, then we'll talk about them. We did it, Dennis! Were you thinking I was going a little crazy after 3 days?
Just a little bit.
We finally got it done. Just look at those, it's the perfect predator. You see how sharp his teeth are? And that mouth just folds in. They don't got crazy chompers. It's just built for speed and to cut things in half. And that's why you miss so many of them. All 3 hooks were in them, but all 3 came out with the slightest bit of pressure. I'm stoked, man. What a great way towards the end of the year. This is my Christmas fish. This is my Christmas gift right here.
Yeah, I think you need to hold it horizontal a little bit. There it is.
He's big. He is big.
All right, you got to guess the weight in the comments.
Yes, guess the weight. I'm gonna say 42 pounds.
42.
42.
All right.
Oh yeah. Now That's a good looking fish box. The boat is filthy, but I love it, man. Woo! Guess what I want to do? Go put out another bait.
Good job, Dad. You caught us some fish.
Finally, huh?
41.
41?
What do you think?
I said 42.
Really?
Yeah, earlier in the video. You guys already commented below. You did what Dennis told you to. Here,
Oh,
let me.
no, that's oh, you should have kept your first guess. 42.
Really?
Yeah.
And the one we got on the kite was 44. 42?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm pretty good at guessing fish weights. That's a stud. Lily's first ever Wahoo.
We got one the other time when you went to the Bahamas.
Oh,
But
true.
this is a bigger one.
The Extreme 8-inch Max Flex knife. One of my favorite knives for pelagic fish. And as you guys see, got the beautiful killer dock right here. And love this fillet table. As you see, I mean, this is a pretty big Wahoo, and it doesn't even cover length to length. They make them in all different sizes. You see we got a beautiful light bar right here keeping us well lit. And you guys can actually save some money on killer docks. I'll have it on the screen here depending on the model you get, as well as Dexter knives. So I'm just tracing this Wahoo right now, going from the head to the tail, working down towards the middle of the fish, towards the backbone. And I'm so excited. Yesterday when me and Brooke were talking about what to have for dinner, I was like, really, I'm craving sushi. But we decided to get pizza instead because I knew this fish was coming. So we're gonna be able to have our own sushi instead of buying it. And this is one of the best fish you can have for sushi. And Wahoo's pretty firm, but you want to be really delicate with it when you fillet it because it can tear really easily. So I don't like to fold the meat at all. So instead of, you know, grabbing this fillet and flipping it over, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fillet it from both sides. I find that's the best thing to do, especially with these bigger Wahoo. So right here, I'll go by the tail. We're basically going to meet our cut from the top half of the fish. So we're going to do the belly side now and not going too deep into these guts. Right to the center of the fish, to his backbone. Gorgeous fish to have with the fillet table. Okay, so we should have freed up the meat from both sides. So now what I should be able to do is run my knife right here along the center of the fish. And we should have one nice long Wahoo fillet. All right, you ready for this, Dennis? It's my favorite part, that reveal. Look at that. Look at that Wahoo, man. Sweet, sweet taste of success. 3 days for this fish to be at our fillet table. And this is why I always tell you guys about Dexter knives. Look at this fillet job. Besides that little tail piece, don't look at that. But if you guys are looking for a good knife, I'm telling you right now, been made in the USA for the last 200 years. You guys have seen me talk about them for the last 8 years. Great, great knives. They make them in all different sizes to meet your needs, whatever you're filleting, whether it's freshwater, offshore, inshore fish. And yeah, they work. All right, now I want to see what is in, oh my gosh, is it our bait? Yeah, he kind of looks like he was hooked. I don't really know. I mean, it looks pretty digested. I have a hard time believing that a fish eats your bait and like swallows it and still gets hooked and doesn't cough it up. But if it's not our bait, it goes to show you that that's what they're eating out there naturally. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the way I like to skin Wahoo. Since they have really thin skin, It's kind of tough to fillet them from head to tail or from tail to head without cutting through the skin. So I like to do sections, like foot-long sections. To break it down, we'll do one like this. You start at the midsection, the bloodline, which we're not going to keep anyway. I'm going to go down all the way to the skin, but not through it. And then start to roll my knife away from the bloodline towards the outside edge, just making simple passes. And watch. No skin. It's so much easier to do it this way. Leave a very light layer of meat on there, and you end up with no bloodline and just a beautiful slab of wahoo. You could stake this out for cooking or make sushi with it. I'll see you guys in the kitchen for an epic sushi. Starting on our sushi night, so let me show you guys what we got going on. I got some beautiful shoulder pieces of our wahoo, and I squared them out into nice uniform sized pieces. Already brushed them with some avocado oil and salted them on all 4 sides. And we're gonna do 2 things for our seared wahoo. Some of this stuff right here, Korean chili flake. I'm gonna put this on all 4 sides, and it's gonna look like a lot, but you gotta remember it's only on the outside of the fish, and you're gonna slice it, so it's not gonna be too powerful. So some Korean chili flake. And Elliot just ran to a local,
get some more rice?
Yeah, a local sushi place because I did not make enough rice for all our rolls. And then these 2 are gonna get hit with black sesame seeds. And then if you brush it with avocado oil or any type of oil like I did first, it's gonna really help those, whatever you're covering your fish with, to stick so it doesn't fall off as easily. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the easiest way to make a sushi roll. You take your sushi paper, right? Your nori, and there's a shiny side and a matte side. If you want to make a standard roll with the seaweed on the outside, you put the shiny side down. If you're going to do an inside out roll, it's the opposite. So I always like to keep a bowl to wet my fingers. It really helps when working with the sticky rice. And we're going to start to put it on our seaweed. And you just want a light layer, basically to where you don't really see much seaweed. And kind of just spread it out to all the edges. Lily, what do you think? It's your first sushi night.
This is how you roll sushi.
And then we just actually took Lily to the beach for a little Christmas card photo shoot that Dennis took for us. So she is
That's why we're wearing our most
fancy
precious
dress.
Fancy dress. Doesn't she look so cute?
And then, okay, another thing. I always like to leave like close to an inch between the edge of the rice and the beginning of the roll. And then, since you're not at a restaurant, you could really load up your roll with as much wahoo as you want, which we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it simple, just wahoo, some scallion, and some cucumber. And then the actual bamboo roller, I like to put in a Ziploc bag. It makes it so much cleaner to work with. And you basically just take it, get that seaweed on the outside edge, and then just kind of start compacting it and making your roll. And just work in little sections until you get a perfect roll, get it nice and tight. Super easy to do. But there's a reason they charge so much at sushi places, because it's a lot of time and prep, and it's messy. It's easy, but it's just a lot of work. All right, now we go and cut. Let me show you guys this. So there's 2 things you can do with this. I have a really sharp knife, but if you don't have a super sharp knife at home, which you should have a nice Dexter sashimi knife, you can take saran wrap and put it on top of your roll, and it really helps with preventing your knife from sticking to the roll. So I like to cut off the ends. This is the chef's piece right here to enjoy as you're eating. And then make your rolls however thick you want. But nice, just quick strokes with the knife, just like this. And it really pays to have a sharp knife when doing this. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a really sticky mess. And that's it. It's your finished sushi roll. If you come over here, we already got our bowl full of our rolls. And we're gonna lay them out here. All right, we're gonna make a little finishing sauce for our seared fish. So, some soy sauce. This is all just to eyeball. Some sesame oil, about a tablespoon of sesame oil. You gotta have sesame oil with any type of sushi you're having. And then some Thai sweet chili. Love this stuff. It's nice and sweet. All right. Some freshly minced garlic. Some freshly grated ginger. And I need a spoon. And then we're just gonna mix this together and we're gonna be able to just drizzle this right on top of that seared fish. And we're gonna go in, you can already tell I wanna do some more of this, some Thai sweet chili. And that's it. Ton of good flavors in there. Ginger, garlic, the Thai sweet chili, sesame oil, just super aromatic. We're gonna do our seared fish now. Got a pan, medium high heat. Gonna go in with a little bit more oil. Let that heat up real quick. And the way that I wanna sear this is, if you look at it from the outside, right? You only really want a 1/4 of an inch from the outside in cooked, because if you go any more, it gets really hard to cut, it'll fall apart, and you wanna taste that sweet flavor of that raw fish. Yeah, because you know it's sushi style, so you don't want to cook it too much. I like to leave it to where you can just get a little bit on the outside cooked. And I've been also I let these sit out so they're room temperature, so they're not ice cold in the middle too. So let's go in. This is the one with that Korean chili flake. Spread that oil around. And we're gonna cook this. Usually takes 20 to 30 seconds per side. Flip until you get all 4 sides done. And what's nice is you can always tell how you're doing because you can see the outside, so you can see that bottom turning white right away. All right, time to flip. And also you want a pretty high heat so you can get a nice crust on there and seal in all those flavors. All right, so you guys can see that the center's still pretty raw and it's ready to come off. We just got those outsides cooked. Time for the sesame seeds. All right, so 3 sides of our fish have cooked. Now we're gonna do our very last flip. And there we go. Now we're gonna start by cutting our wahoo, nice 1/4 inch sections, just fast strokes with the knife so you don't knock off too much of that seasoning. Because the more that fish is cooked, the more frail it's gonna be and break apart. Come on, man. See, just a little cooked on the outside, that Korean chili flake. Incredible. See, this one's cutting a little bit better. It really depends on what section of fish you get.
It is crazy though how much harder it is to catch one on live bait.
You just can't cover as much water. So we're gonna take that sauce that we made, that sweet chili, garlic, ginger, and just drizzle this right on top of our wahoo. And then homemade eel sauce, easiest thing in the world to make. Equal parts mirin, brown sugar, soy sauce, reduce it until you get to the thickness you like. And then of course, a little homemade spicy mayo, sriracha, sesame oil, and Kewpie mayo. Gotta add a little color and freshness in there, so some scallion. Baby Lily's first sushi night. I wish she could eat this, but in a year from now, she'll be able to enjoy it. Well, In a few months from now, she'll be able to start munching on things. Maybe not a sushi roll, but she can start eating fish. In 4 months, Brooke, she'll be able to start eating fish.
It was like $200 at a restaurant.
Oh, easily.
At least.
Yeah, Lily had a very long day. She had a photo shoot.
It's a late night. She's zonked out.
Look at those cute little lips. The way she fell asleep. She loved wearing her dress. She loved playing with it. Yes, the fruits of our labor. The only regret I have is not making more. I didn't have enough rice. We ain't scared.
Adds contrast.
We ain't scared. Okay, now some spicy mayo and eel sauce on our rolls.
Do it again next time, I'm sure. I gotta get my first one on a bullet bonita now.
Yeah. This guy has caught more wahoo out of Pompano Beach than like anyone I know. How about you, babe?
Yeah, you definitely have tried that a lot of times. I've been there trying it too, so it's definitely rewarding to finally get it done and to finally have some sushi. I wasn't able to eat sushi for a really long time, and I think this is the first time we've had it at home, so very good. And now we have more fish in the fridge to share with friends and to have for the next few nights.
So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.